Welcome to the post-game press conference after the game Philippines against China. The final score 96-75. I have with me now from Team China, Coach Alexander Georgievich and player Zhao Rui. We get the coaches and players' statement first before we open up the floor for questions. Zhao Rui, your statement please first.
很遗憾输掉了这场比赛，然后我相信，很多支持我们的球迷，尤其是中国球迷，可能他们也不能接受这样的结果。对，其实我们也不能接受。今天这场比赛，我觉得对方比我们更想赢。我们在场上没有打出我们应该有的一种年轻的一种力量。我觉得我作为一名后卫在场上的时候，我觉得我也没有领导好大家，在场上去控制很好的一个节奏，去带动队友。所以说，我觉得这个东西是我们需要去总结的，要向那些强队去学习，去如何打正确的篮球。我觉得这对我以后参加完这次世界杯，我觉得对我以后的这个篮球的道路，我觉得有了一个更深刻的一个认识，然后让我知道自己以后应该抱着什么样的态度、什么样的专注度、什么样的态度去训练和比赛。对。
We lost this game. I want to say sorry. We let our Chinese fans down. And after this tournament, I have a more deep thought, understanding of the basketball game. It's gonna change my attitude for the practice and the game. As a guard, I didn't lead my team well. I will improve that.
Thank you. Coach Georgievich, your thoughts on the game today?
Hello. First of all, congratulations to the Philippines team. I think they took advantage of our lose of focus and concentration and understanding what and how we should have played this third quarter, and they just exactly did what we were preparing for them not to do, and we just entered with some quick shots on our side, very quick shots, very rushed that didn't go in, and they were just taking advantage and putting back their putbacks, their one-on-ones. We didn't focus on our tasks for how and how to defend their one-on-one player, especially Clarkson in that third quarter. We did a pretty good job at the beginning, and that's basketball. Once you're tired, once the difficulties start, you have to use your head, and our head was not used in a proper way tonight in the second half. We got tired. The game that we played day after day, back to back, again with Angola, it took a lot of energy for us. We had Zhao Qi out after 7 minutes, and this was it. It was just this third quarter that cut our legs. Tried to stop it with a couple of timeouts. That usually doesn't happen, but we must learn from this. This is a game. Basketball game is the game for thinkers. You must think a lot in every possession. You must understand what is happening on both sides of the floor, not just play up and down. And it goes with tasks, with your obligations in the game. We must not lose it. It stands with discipline, fanatic discipline, and if it's not there, the results like this happen. Was a tough tournament for us. I'm very sorry for how we finished it. I also, as a head coach, must take a lot of responsibility, actually, as a first one, and stay behind my players and keep working to get better.
Thank you. I would like to open up the floor for questions, please. Make sure all your phones are switched on silent. Once you receive the microphone, state your name and the outlet you are working for, please. We start with questions in English, if there are any. Yes, up here in the first row, gentleman in the white shirt first.
主教练，在你的带领下，中国男篮打出了世界杯历史上的最差战绩，你对此有什么评价？
Coach, this is our worst record for Team China. What's your comment for that?
Yeah, as I said before, I will repeat it. Everybody brings responsibility. Head coach is the first one. That's how it happens. It's a sport. We gotta pound the rock back, try to get back, try to get better every day. That's our job.
每个人都有自己的职责，主教练负第一责任，然后我们会在后面的训练和比赛当中逐步提高。
Thank you. We got one more question over here.
Hi, Coach here, China Daily. Big Chi, he stepped down because of injury early in the game, yet we still have a big man in Big Wang on the bench. You didn't play him last game. You didn't play him in this game. Could you explain a little bit why you make that kind of decision to keep him on the bench?
I was going with Hu Jin-Chu that I think that he could be of a great use for us, and I think that he needs experience at this level. He was okay. I asked him a couple of times, and if he was okay physically, he was okay. He can do this kind of effort. That was the decision.
Thank you. More questions? Okay, over here.
So, Lee Kyer down there said he found out that the players, his teammates, are playing too gentle, not like monsters. Don't have the "I must win" mindset. And he's only with the team for 7 weeks. And for you, did you find this kind of situation? And what did you do? What did you try to make your players to play like monsters? And how did it work? Did it work?
I never comment opinions of the others. Who said that?
Well, Lee Kyer
said it?
Yeah, the players are not playing like
So
too fierce.
you write down what he says. We are trying to create our mentality every day. Players are bringing that in their backpack. We're trying to throw that with them together, working on it fanatically, but everybody is entitled for his opinion, for his opinion. He's with us only 5 weeks, not even 5 weeks.
Thank you. More questions? Yes, over here.
The next big event will be the Asian Games. Is there any detailed plan for the preparation of the Asian Games?
No, we just have to get some rest and then continue with this team, more or less. We'll see how we're staying with the injuries and incorporate maybe some other player.
One more question over here. Yes.
Coach, are you going to keep leading this team at the Asian Games?
Yes,
Or-
I am.
So, if so, what do you make of this whole tournament in terms of your main takeaway?
It's a lot of new kids, a lot of young players who never played at this level. This is the first competition for them, and I think they are going to understand the best what is it all about, how physical this is, how demanding it is, how you have to use your head in every second, every moment of the competition of the game, and never lose your head. And this is something that we have to work on, definitely. But a lot of young Chinese players show their face for the first time, and that's what I see the future.
Thank you. I think we have time for one final question, also in Chinese, if there are any. Yes, one final question over here.
Coach, you mentioned earlier before the tournament started that this Philippine team you face is different from the one you faced back in 2019 with Serbia. Now that you've experienced it firsthand on the game, what are your thoughts on now after the game?
Well, obviously they grew up. Incorporating a player like Larsson gave them a lot of inside courage, and that's what a player of his capabilities, talent, and quality can bring to the group. That's something you transfer to the group through your way of playing, through your way of fighting, and he's definitely a leader of this Philippines team. They're playing with their home crowd. They were always cheering for them, and that's a huge advantage at this level, to have your home crowd with you, and gives you wings sometimes. And that's what I think. Some young players that are showing up, like Kai Soto, some veterans. It's a good mix. They show their face.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
That concludes
Thank
the press
you.
conference. Good luck
Thank
for the
you.
future.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the second part of the post-game press conference after the game Philippines against China. The final score 96-75 for Team Philippines. I have with me now player Jordan Clarkson and coach Vincent Reyes for statements after the game. We start with the statements of both coach and player before we open up the floor for questions. Jordan, congratulations on the win today. You've been one of the leading scorers in the tournament already. Now you were finally able to give your country and the fans the win. How does it feel?
It feels good. Like you said, it's been a tough tournament, but we kept fighting, kept competing, we kept playing. We really wanted to end this on the right note, knowing we might not see the same guys in the locker room after this, but at the same time we just wanted to show heart, fight, and continue to resilience.
Thank you. Coach, your thoughts on the game today?
Yeah, like Jordan said, we just had 2 words in our board. We didn't have any X's and O's up there. Just in our board before the game, we just had 2 words: dig deep. And we reminded the players that no matter the typhoon, the weather, being essentially a no-bearing game, the crowd still came. Filipinos still came to watch, and we said that let's gift them with a present. Let's make sure that we end this with a gift for the Filipino people, for their continued belief and their support for the team. And so I said, you have to dig deep. To be able to do that, we have to dig deep. And that's what the players did. Every single one of them. So proud. Fortunately, the result didn't come out as we expected, but to end with a win, no greater feeling, no greater feeling.
Thank you. I would like to open up the floor for questions in English first, if possible. Please state your name and the outlet you are working for. Can we get the microphone in the front, please?
Martin Javier from GMA News. This one's for JC. 34 points tonight. You were cooking, but I feel like we need to talk about that third quarter. I think you scored 20 points in under 4 minutes. Can you describe to us what was going through your head when you were in that zone?
The basket, just felt, big at that point. We got a good flow. I think all cup, guys been hounding me. Been aggressive and, not able to get free and get the shots and rhythm that, I'm used to taking. But in that third quarter, my teammates was finding me. We started getting good screens, good looks, and just able to, knock them down. And just the energy from the crowd, honestly. When you start hearing that, as loud as it was, it's kind of hard to calm me down in that time, and I stay hot. So the crowd was just amazing. The fans was amazing. It was just so much energy in there, and we just really wanted to, win and gift them that.
Louis Morales from Philstar. Question for Coach. Coach, we say it's a non-bearing game, but with the win, we're probably going to qualify for the Olympic qualifiers. How does that, I guess, affect the overall look of the team after the World Cup?
I really don't know. I don't know if I'm still going to be here for that. I might have coached my last game already as a Gilas Pilipinas coach. So I really don't know.
Do you have more questions? Yes, in a white shirt, third row. Thank you.
Hey Jordan, Kobe from Slam Philippines. All throughout this tournament, whether you guys were up or whether you guys were trailing, the crowd was screaming, was roaring every single time. Every time you guys got a stop or a bucket. What can you? How big of a factor was the fans in you guys, rallying throughout all of those games, whether the ones that you didn't come home with a victory and now against China?
It was super big. Like Coach said, with everything going on, the weather, whatever it is, they came out here and supported us. And, we wanted to continue to fight. We've been doing that all cup, putting it out there on the line for the country and just respect for our families and everything. So all of us gave, over 110% effort. And as the fans as well, packing the stadium, being loud, supporting us. So they had a big part of us winning and pushing us to this last dub.
Yes, one more question in the front, please.
Hi, Naveen Ganglani for Raptor. This is for Jordan. Jordan, first of all, congrats on a great performance. For the next World Cup, you'll be about 35 years old. Time flies, 4 years from now. But do you envision that you're going to have more games playing for the Philippines in international competitions, considering the NBA schedule, considering how busy you are sometimes in the off season?
What do you say? Asian Games? Asian Games?
Why not, right? But yes, do you think you'll still be playing for the Philippines in international competitions given everything? Thank you.
Yeah, I think so. 35 ain't old. I thought 30 was the new 20, right? They say, right?
Yep.
So I still feel young. I'm still out here competing. I don't think that's my last performance in this jersey. I think I got more time and still can hoop. So, yeah, I can't even tell you what I'm going to eat in the morning. But, yeah, hopefully down the line when that time comes around again, I'm able to, put this jersey on, represent the country.
Yes, one more question in the middle. Can we get a microphone?
Hi, Coach Chot. Congratulations on the win. Dennis from Radyo Pilipinas Sports. Coach, to set things straight, are you stepping down from your position or it is a decision from SBP?
No, I haven't heard anything from management. It is my decision. Like everybody knows, I didn't apply for this job. I didn't volunteer. I was given this mandate. I had already retired from coaching the national team, and through all the preparation and through all these times, I always said that judge us on the performance in the World Cup, regardless of what happened between the time I was appointed and today. I said judge us by a performance, and obviously we did not perform. We didn't perform, and like I said the last game, I take full accountability. And because of that, I think it is time for me to step aside. I hate using the word resign because I'm not a quitter. I am not a quitter. I would just like to emphasize to everyone who is asking for that. But at the same time, I signed up to do a job, and we did not deliver the result. And so I think it's time to step aside and allow the SBP to make a decision for the good of the team and the program.
Thank you. Can we get a microphone over here for one more question?
Correlai for Coach Chat, Ivan from Dagat Philippines. So with that said, how will that affect your preparations for the Asian Games?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think it's time for somebody else. I think you all know, you are all clamoring for some names. So, maybe it's time.
Maybe one final question. Yes, here in the front, please. No, the gentleman in the striped shirt.
Coach, if in the event that the SPP does try to select names, is there any chance that you will be part of that decision on the selection, if ever?
And subject myself to this again. Maawa naman kayo sa akin, di ba? It's just been brutal. You all know. You're on there. You're part of it, right? So it's just been brutal. Never mind on me, but on my family and my loved ones. It's just brutal. I will never turn my back to serving my country, but there's a point where I just have to think of my health and my family's health as well. So. Like Jordan said, we don't even know what we're going to eat tomorrow morning. So, the future is very uncertain.
Coaching Gilas, as you have said, you're going to continue playing, but any words for Coach Chot being under him, all this time? Your reaction to that?
I mean, I could just start off with one word, just respect. Like you said, he didn't apply for this job, and he didn't do that. He got chosen, and he's put everything on the line. Like you said, for his family and for the country as well. He's done a good job of rallying all of us in the short times that we've been together. Trying to get stuff in and as quick as possible. So I got super respect for him. I've been talking to him since I've been young. And we've been waiting for an opportunity to get together and playing games and do this for a while. So all I got is respect for him, and I tip my hat off to him if that's his decision at the end of the day. But it's all love.
Thank you. Great closing remarks for today. Thank you very much for being here. This concludes the press conference.
Thank you.